Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. So Oklahoma's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The transfer has it his first carry. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Motion from the wide receiver. Sellers from the gun on third down. Zings it complete to the right. Snags it, and he's open. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
So now it's second and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 20. Sellers from the gun on third down. Snags it over the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on fourth down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Robinson.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quickly to the tight end. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. He might want another play. Sellers throws for the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! He got it back corner of the end zone.
Man, you want these guys that can take the top off of defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. Just runs by the DB. He had no chance to try to catch up with him. Makes the big play down the field. And this will change the way you play defense against this guy the rest of the game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Picks up the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just going to keep it after the snap.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, you can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He's not Knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Motion from the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Harbor. And the defense drags him down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making checks. Throwing, Sellers. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. Handoff to the lone back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. And it's incomplete on third down.
Third down is a big factor in games. It's something I know this offense in particular practices often throughout the week, but just haven't been able to get it done so far in this game on these critical downs. That time, quarterback can't link up with his guy, and they've got to find a better way of being more efficient on third.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Hold and finds his man on the left. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And I love it, man. Go right back to work. Give the ball right back to it. It's kind of like in basketball, man. When you got a shooter who's hit a few shots, you're like, okay, I'm giving him the ball to make sure he gets another shot. Had a touchdown pass. Now come out on this drive. Let him throw the football around the yard again. Having a great start to this football game.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And now on second down for this offense. Play fake, Sellers. Buys a little time. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Sellers from the gun on third down. It's complete on the right side. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
This offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job, seeing the defense, reading the coverage, and being on the same page as his intended target. It's a big pickup for the offense. And here
he's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he makes the extra point. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. The sweet feet buy a little time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Handoff to Xavier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
They'll go right back to the run. Across the 10. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The run inside. It's Clark. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the point after is good. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. A designed run for the quarterback. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Sooners in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Maybe some room here. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Got his man on the right.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's Sellers to throw. Makes the grab. It's Bennett. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. He makes a catch. They finally make the stop, and that's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 4 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Ducks who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early.
There's a crease. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Once he got some room, it was over. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Sellers. Pressure coming. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it. He's loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the returner is stopped.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3, and they'll mark it at the 8. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Here's Robinson one more time. Push down for the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trying to keep this drive alive. There he goes. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10.
Well, that's about as risky as he can get as a head coach. Early in the game, 4th down, deep in your own end, and you go for it. Nice job, offense.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Inside the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line.
And in back-to-back plays, you understand full well why the DC talking to us this week was like, this guy's a handful. Like, he shows the ability to throw the ball, make a big play through the air. Then you're covering the throw game well. What happens? He pulls it down, makes the run. He's showing you a little bit of everything.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not...
Running free! Slippery slide! Find his way and ran away from from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Number 29, set to kick it off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running inside, it's Clark. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been just fine.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Pulls it in. It's Barber. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Throwing, Sellers. Looking to scramble. Now he'll throw back into the middle. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Sellers to the air again. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Might have a chance. Touchdown Sooners! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that comes with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls it, fired complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, listen, they say they play defense for a reason, right? You had an interception on the last drive defensively. You had a golden opportunity to come away with another one right there, but he puts it on the ground.
Final play of the quarter coming. From the gun on third down, Sellers. Finds a man on the right. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one.
Here we go. Ready.
Quarterback keeps it.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Finds his big tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. That's caught. It's Harbor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Maybe a crease. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Run in the red zone. It's Clark. Touchdown, South Carolina! Great job by the back on the option.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the butt, and he's got room. Inside the touchdown, Oklahoma! Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Right around 4 minutes to go. A potential upset brewing that could really shake up the rankings next week. The offense changing the play. Here's Sellers to throw. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
About 4 minutes left. Upset alert fully activated, and the pollsters are watching. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Sellers from the gun on third down. And he got smacked just as he released a pass. It's incomplete.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this. So far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Fourth down, Sellers. Firing to the right, complete. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Clark. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there are still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Sellers from the gun on third down. Fires left. Another incompletion on third down.
And it's been fun to watch this QB execute today because he's shown you a little bit of everything. He's shown you the fastball. He's shown you the changeup, the ability to throw to all parts of the field, and he's still taking shots. Even after having 4 touchdowns, you can tell they feel confident in him. He's confident, and he's still throwing the football down the field.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offense.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Running inside, it's Clark. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
They're going to ride this running back. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's second. Got a little press. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
And it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage, they can't get it done, and it is over.
Looking for room, it's Clark. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And they add another touchdown late. Listen, this game's over. We all know that, but they're running the